I'm starting the recording now. Okay, perfect. Can't forget that again. Hello, everyone. It's another day of sketching and drawing and just learning how to use Krita. So I just I didn't know what I was gonna draw at the beginning of the day, but then I saw something at the beginning of the day that really like charmed me, and I realized I just really want to draw this guy. And his name, hold on, where's my thing? His name is Jimothy. Look at him. Look him up in the corner. So, I guess this is something that's been happening, or I'm sure it's been happening for a while because I'm always somebody who just is really behind on everything. I think that's how you spell Jimothy. Oh, wrong thing. Hold on. Why won't it ever let me just move what I want to move? There we go. And I don't know. It's just, I guess this is a raccoon with like a short spine in Seattle. And he's just become a local celebrity and everybody loves him, and I too love him. So we will be drawing him and just having fun with it. I don't know really what I wanted. Like, I'm just practicing drawing. Let's not shake the table. I'm just practicing drawing, so we're just gonna practice drawing a little guy and see if we can make him, if we can get the essence of Jimothy and put it onto the digital paper here. So obviously I need to find my, okay, there it is. Let's get off of that layer because I've done it before where I wasn't able to turn off my layer. I think what we really have to do is just kind of draw, and I don't know where I want to start on the paper. So maybe just like over here, just over right here. Obviously we have to draw like a little potato for this little guy, for Jimothy. And I hope the music isn't too loud. I know I have it set so when I'm talking it goes down a little bit lower, but it is kind of loud in my ear. Ooh, sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so we got a little potato. Even though he's hunched a little bit more in the front. So potato probably has to go like that. And we're just, why is the opacity so low for my eraser? Also, let's increase the size of the eraser. So it kind of does one of these things. And this is literally, I'm just sketching. Let's look at that tail. Okay, hold on. So when drawing, like, I'm still trying to figure out how to draw like fur and stuff. I know you're supposed to do like, everything is supposed to be just barely enough to get the idea across. You don't want too much detail or else it gets like, you know, people's brains go faster than, or it's hard for people to see a lot of details and not be like, this is too much. Including me. I do that all the time. So yeah, literally just this type of stuff, I think. And that gets his little tail going on right there, right? And then his, obviously, I don't know if I'm just drawing straight Jimothy or if I need to frame him up. I think we'll just do a quick we'll figure out the quick sketch. And then we don't really see his foot, so we got to make some creative license there. That kind of goes into his butt. So let's go around. And then this is just kind of, there's a little gap there. Right here. Well, you might not be able to see it. But yeah, right there. And then what? From his face it kind of goes. And then I know raccoons have like little paws, like opposable thumb type paws kind of thing, but I don't know. We're basically giving him a little bit of a horse hoof. For now. And then obviously his little foot goes down like this. And he's just doing a little walk. He's walking just a little bit, and then his back foot is just stepping. You know? And then that's his thing there. And literally this could just be, isn't this like the what's that? There's a thing in Shang-Chi. I don't know if anybody remembers. But it's like basically a big ball of fur. With like eyes, and then I think it has like wings or something like that. Also, I think it's a Yu-Gi-Oh card. This is what Jimothy is giving me right now. Okay. He's reminding me of what is that card called? It's like a big, it's just a ball of fur with like a green cute face thing. I think it's green. I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in such a long time. Okay, now is the hard part. We got to figure out his face. Because it just got to go like little swoop-de-whoop like that. And then kind of one of those things. And then his ear. Was that it? Now it feels like his arm is too big. So let's do a little bit of adjustments there. And then he's got fur. All right, and then since we're doing this so far away, I'm just trying to kind of get like I said, the essence. I need the essence of Jimothy. He doesn't even need like his eyes. You don't need to see his eyes. I mean, he does look, I mean, there's a reason why they're called trash pandas, right? They kind of look like pandas. And they root through people's trash. Have we figured out Jimothy a little bit? And like I said, I didn't know what I wanted to draw today. And I was listening to, of all things, like my news podcast that I listen to every morning, which is, I think, the headlines from New York Times. And they just mentioned, they were just like, and there's this raccoon in Seattle that everybody's loving. But also he is a wild animal, so do not try to like pet him or anything. Which I will say also, if you're in the Seattle area and you see Jimothy, like do whatever this person did, take a little picture, and then go on your merry way. Don't try to touch Jimothy. He's trying his very best. Did I get the essence of Jimothy? Is that him? Okay, so now all we need to do is figure out how to draw. We're drawing a Jimothy character sheet, I think. So, should we get the essence of? I keep saying the essence, but what we really want to do is like figure out how we can draw him, draw his little face. And now I'm like kind of messing with my, I'm gonna show that I don't really know what I'm doing when it comes to like character design. But I'm trying to like figure out how to do, you know, how to draw him at a different angle of what we're seeing. And he's got his little ears going on, right? And then, how do you draw a raccoon? Probably got his nose like this, right? Follow that line. We got those little eyes right there, right? And then how does his snout work? So it's just like that. And then I don't know, dude. Should I make Jimothy like have a little emo haircut? He's just trying his best. How do I draw him with his mouth open though? Actually, you know what? I don't think Jimothy would really be one to have his mouth open. I think he's just trying his very best. And he's just sitting here like, yep. Could you please give me some trash? I'm starving. I just need a little bit of trash, you see? My name's Jimothy, and I talk like this. I don't know why. But, that's who I am. And I'm not gonna be anybody else. You can't force me, you can't make me. And so his head kind of just goes right into his body. So should we like draw a little bit of his body? Okay, how do we get Jimothy a body here? Okay. What if we do something like this? Literally just trying to turn this around in 3D. I mean, it's good to... I'm gonna be honest. I was doing... My practice was like all those emotes and stuff like that. But then I haven't really been drawing on my tablet too much. So I don't know if I'm like, if it feels like I'm out of practice or I just like literally never sat down and figured out how to actually practice. Using my full brain, you know? So here I am trying to use my full brain, just drawing Jimothy in different ways. And how do raccoons look? Or do you have like something on like this in the back? And then all of that is dark blackness. And then how do you... Should I draw... Let's see. What am I trying to say? Should I draw his legs? His arms and legs is what I'm trying to figure out. All right, hold on. I'm kind of tightening up here. I need to like loosen up. And I don't even know if this looks like a raccoon, because I'm kind of just going, this is my only reference is this one kind of Sasquatch, Bigfoot caught walking image of Jimothy. I couldn't find any other ones other than just like, I have seen a lot of people are making Jimothy shirts. I don't think that's in the cards for me, but I do like that people are doing that, because Jimothy deserves all the shirts. I hope they like are donating to like wildlife and stuff like that with all the proceeds and stuff, because you know, once like nature, once you can get people to appreciate nature and all that's brought to us, and the wonders that is Jimothy Deadpool. I just realized I'm making Jimothy into into Spider-Man. That was not my intention. I just forget how the pattern on raccoons' faces are. I mean, I guess I could look up a reference. Maybe I should. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, I have all caps on. All right, Pinterest, come on. Raccoon reference. I spelled raccoon wrong. Oh, is that how you spell Raccoon City? With one O? Or with one C? From Resident Evil? Oh, look at them. Oh, adorable. I have everything wrong. I got everything wrong on what their faces look like. Hold on. Literally, I don't know why. I looked, it was right here. His eyes are literally... Did I make a possum or something? Like, what am I doing here? What are we doing here? And this is why we use reference and don't try to, like, draw animals from memory. Unless you've drawn them multiple times. Okay, so basically what I'm looking at here is like a couple of flags, it looks like, going up like that. And then this just turns into the rest of their head. And then all of this is like black here. And then all of this is black as well. So completely, I feel like I did like just the opposite. All right, so that's Jimothy. Kind of close up, but I feel like I have this, so I need like his hunch to be going like that, and then off of there is him standing. And then we got kind of, and I don't know why I did like this kind of position, because literally I'm gonna have, there's like foreshortening that I have to do, and I don't know what I know about foreshortening. I don't think I've ever successfully foreshortened anything. I mean, he just kind of looks like a big old turkey, you know? This probably has to go like under or something. But then how does this work? How does that hind leg work? It looks like he's like, maybe I put this haunch going up too high. You have to imply that the haunch is there. And then we'll just, everything kind of is blending into one another, and I'm just getting a little it's feeling like I bit too much or bit off more than I can chew, but I'm literally just drawing a teeny tiny woodland creature. But, you know, I had no plan, and here I am. And then his other foot, I guess, would go right here. Can you tell that I'm like really focusing in, because I'm not making any sense at all? I'm doing what was it? I'm doing like Lego talk, which I heard for the first time from like Yogg's Cast. I don't know if anybody watches Yogg's Cast or used to. I watched it. I feel like I was watching them in like, I guess probably in high school or in junior high, so probably like 2010, 2011 or something like that. Junior high would have been like 2008. I don't think I had discovered them yet, but hold on. Should I be trying to do the position, like the thing? Hold on. The arm going up like this. I need this to be so much bigger. Hold on. But yeah, the Lego talk thing, I would say, is when you're like trying to still be like engaged with, and this is like Lego talk is when you're like working with somebody. Right now I'm kind of talking to myself, but I also, yeah, like, you know, you want to be engaged. But also like you're focusing on something else. So you just kind of ramble. Does this look like he's presenting his broken paw to you? I mean, kind of cute though, you know? I just realized he's walking like, I wonder if he's galloping. Because he's like walking, he's not like doing alternate, like one foot's down, the back foot's down, the opposite back foot's down. He's got both sides down. So I'm guessing when he walks, he kind of like pops back and forth like that. I haven't seen any videos of him walking. But I can only imagine. And he's just a little guy. But yeah, I think I need to move on from this particular drawing, but I kind of feel like I fixed some things. I'm making him very like what's it called? Like, you know, like the little sausage thing. But I'm trying to like figure out how to draw this while also I don't know. So that's supposed to be his like back foot. But I think his back foot, if we're at this angle, his back foot would be like blocked. And then this would be coming out of the side. This feels like what's that thing? Chikawa? It's like some kind of cartoon where they're cute creatures, but they also like fight eldritch gods, you know. Like Kirby, you know, Kirby will just be running around being like super cute, and then every once in a while you just have to fight like, you know, like a flying demon lord that comes out of nowhere, and you're just like, oh, okay, well now Satan himself is like threatening dreamland, and I must defeat him as Kirby. You know, sometimes you just have to give them a little, you know, just a little. It just looks like something folded in. So that's him, and then this probably goes up a little bit, so it's not on the same plane. And he's got fur all over. He's a furry man. We find out that Jimothy is actually just a female raccoon. Jimothy is a unisex name, you know? Anybody can be Jimothy. You know, and as a matter of fact, we are all Jimothy, if you really think about it. You know, we're just trying our best to make it through this world, you know? Everything might feel like it's falling apart, but as long as we keep putting one paw in front of the other, it doesn't matter if our backs are missing, you know, a couple of vertebrae. As long as you can still kind of make it through, you know, walk through. You can put that foot in front of the other. You're gonna be okay. I don't know how to draw his tail. That's what's throwing me off right now. I feel like maybe tail starts here, and then it just kind of ends here, and then we just do that like fur trick that I did over there. And then do one of these things. See, the inspiration of Jimothy. Okay, so we want to do one more. I feel like maybe, well, maybe not one more. We're only 30 minutes in. So let's try to like take this spot right here like this and then make it huge down here. Just kind of zoom in on his face and see what kind of detail we can get. Let's see. I wanted to get like some kind of expression from him, but I feel like this is fine. Like that's expression enough. We don't really want to. Jimothy is Jimothy. Okay. So if we're just doing the face, we can just go like right here. This a little bit. Okay, going like this. And I'm doing it opposite just so I have to really like think and like flip my brain a little bit. Because you know, Jimothy is worth it. I'm making him look like a fox. Which, I mean, I don't know. Are foxes, what are foxes considered like rodents? Are they like, they kind of act like more, not rodents, what? Because would a raccoon be considered a rodent? Like in the rodent family? I honestly have no clue. But we're gonna... I feel like foxes and raccoons are related, and now I wanted to keep on doing this, but now I'm like, wait, did I just hear Navi in the back of that song? Did she just go, hey? Oh, actually, let me just Google it. Hey, Google. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I probably just activated my phone. Are raccoons and foxes related? Oh, yeah, there it is, right at the top of Google search. Not closely related. Raccoons and foxes are not closely related. While both are classified under the suborder of dog-like carnivores, Caniformia, they diverged into entirely separate evolutionary families millions of years ago. I mean, we're all from the same family, right? But they just... Foxes, okay. Oh my god, why are you gonna... I looked it up. Oh god, okay. Foxes belong to the Canidae family, Canidae. And then let's see. Oops. Raccoons belong to, and this is gonna be the worst. They end the same way. Okay, Procinidae. Hold on. Let me go back. Let me write this out. Because there's absolutely no way I pronounced that right. But okay, so what I'm looking at, pro psi Onidai. I don't know how to pronounce this right here. Idae. Is it Idae or die? Procinidae. But yeah, that's what raccoons, that's their scientific name. Or that's what the scientific family. But this one's just Jimothy, and we'll give him a proper what's it called? A proper name title, like right here. I'm keeping this open for his name title. But right now we're gonna draw some more Jimothy. I'm so glad that Jimothy came into my life. You know, I was worried something like Jimothy wouldn't be around. But here he is. Oh, Jimothy, my Jimothy. And he's trying his hardest, you know. I think I've said that a couple times, but as we oh, I'm on the wrong layer, of course. Hold on. We're gonna just redraw this. I don't know why this sucks so bad. The eraser. It's like literally one of the erasers from you know, like the number 2 pencils that they made you use in school. But then like you always would have to get like the eraser, like the bar erasers, because those eraser, the back of the eraser, the pink part of your pencil just like smeared your lead or graphite. I don't know, whatever you want to use. If pencils were like actually made of lead and not graphite, I feel like, I know like kids used to eat like the lead paint chips when paint was made with lead and stuff like that, but I feel like if pencils were actually made of lead, we would just have a lot more lead poisoning, you know? Because, you know I was a kid who was just chewing the hell out of my pencil, you know? So I can only imagine. I can only imagine. So what are we do you think we're just gonna do like a impressionist idea of Jimothy? Just this fades off into the distance here. The rest of his body. Oop, too much. Is that the essence of Jimothy right there? Do I have to do even anything more? I feel like if I add more, it's gonna take away from what I just did. Okay. You know, for a second I was worried that I didn't unmute, and it's been like 40 minutes of me just talking to myself without recording any audio. And you know, maybe somebody would prefer that, you know? Maybe they just want to see a slow version of me drawing on the internet. I do have to go in and make a bunch of speed draws of all my different sessions. I just haven't been doing that. And I have no excuse. I know I should be, because I don't only do what's it called? Gameplay. I do this as well. Do we want that up top? I don't know. Redo that. We gave him his eye. I mean, maybe we also do one of these. Cuz I'm looking at him right here. I don't know if you can see. Right there. And it looks like his face kind of, I mean, you know, his head does kind of like pop right into his arms. So what if I just did one of these numbers and then this kind of, and then this, no, this is too much. I feel like what I could do here, follow this line, but like go, you know, one of those, like real jagged. And then I guess, you know, what we have to really do, I have to find a perfect font for Jimothy. Oh, damn. I put on the wrong layer, his nose, but let's just redraw that in. And then we can work on figuring out what font Jimothy needs. And then also, let's erase this. Oops. Wrong layer. It's layer. All right. All right. And then let's figure out really quickly what kind of, what we want to put in for Jimothy's name. I hope I spelled it right. And I also hope I did some kind of, you know, this practice was enlightening to me and maybe to somebody else. Maybe it also could be like, you know, somebody being like, oh, well, I practice so much better than him. That means I can do it. I can keep practicing. Or the fact that I actually come here every Wednesday and like do some kind of drawing. Consistency. That's all we need. That's all you need to get a little bit better every single day. I lost what I was trying to do. Oh, okay. Trying to find Jimothy a good font. I think Jimothy needs a fancy font. Something fancy. Getting all fat and sassy. All right, so if we do... Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Should I do all caps? Oh, this one doesn't even have a J. Come on now. That would have been great. Maybe we could do this. No, that's too much. Now I'm stuck between if I want to do all caps or not. And I'm running out of time. Ooh, this one's fun. Yeah, let's do this one. Okay. So here we go. I don't know if anybody watched any like when I started like consistently posting on TikTok, but I used to do like title cards for all my stuff and I would choose a different font to do every single time. I'm kind of doing that right now with Jimothy. Uh, okay, yeah, I was zoomed in. Okay. Oh no, now, oh, I was at the perfect zoom. Oh well, it's fine. This is fine. I just didn't want to like accidentally draw off the page or on the page and then I don't know. I don't know what I was trying to do. Okay. Let's see. We're just gonna go do one of these little numbers. I'm gonna go down. Like that, right? And then it kind of drops down, goes around like this, and then this also kind of goes down. J. Okay, we got J. Which one of these is an I? I guess what's before the J? That would make sense. Why does it look almost exactly like the J? I mean, I could do some creative licensing too. The M. Oh no. I'm already realizing I didn't give myself enough room. You know, that's the beauty of doing this in a digital format, because we can move stuff around and make it smaller. Gem. And then this has a little swooshy thing. It goes like that. And then the O. Jimmo. If I was drawing with like a pen and paper, it would just have to be Jimmo. But luckily, we have technology. We're using technology. There we go. Jimmo. Shamauna. Okay. Jimmo. Let's make you a little bit smaller. We just need enough for the THY, right? Okay. Back to drawing. Where's the T? Oh, this one's a cool looking T. Hold on. I feel like I need to like go in and actually render this later. Because Jimothy deserves it. And yet again, we have to make it tiny, make it smaller. I guess everything kind of looked like it could have been lowercase until I did this. So maybe we make this lowercase just so this doesn't look like two J's. And then this T, unfortunately, just because, I mean, not just because, but it is very nice. It's very cool. But we cannot have a random capital in the middle of something that could technically all be lowercase. So we're going to do... This one also looks cool, though, you know? Nope. I hated that. That one sucked. Hold on. This has to kind of do a little curvy curve like that. What's off about this? Is there supposed to be... There's like supposed to be a through line, I think. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And then this also could like curve and get a little bit closer. And then the H, where is it? Okay. I feel like this kind of started off as a joke. Just being like, yes, I also want to draw this peculiar looking raccoon. But then, you know, I feel like I actually got a little inspired. I don't know what this is. I kind of was like, I don't want to add any more details. I feel like he's good right there. But I mean, yeah, I guess if I spent more time, I don't know. I guess what I would probably do with this is I would try to break it down and make it look a little bit less 2D, more 3D-ish. But like, look at this face. That looks like a 2D face right there, right? The only way that I could really make it look a little bit less 2D is shading. But ain't nobody got time for shading on in an hour. Hold on. Okay. So now we got Y. This kind of goes back like that. And then this kind of curves up. There it is. Jimothy. And we need this J to look a little bit more J-like, so people aren't thinking that I actually wrote Timothy. Because that's not his name. His name beeth Jimothy. And I forget what voice he... I think I gave him like a random like gangster type, or like a old-timey like at Chicago mob voice or something. I'm Jimothy. And there's only gonna be one Jimothy, and it's gonna be me. See? If you want to find another Jimothy, you're gonna have to look elsewhere, honey. Because there's only me. And that's Jimothy. With a J. Mr. J. You know, as soon as you kind of just go straight into Harley Quinn. And there we go. We have Jimothy. Jimothy the Raccoon. I didn't slip into my... I used to say instead of raccoon, which it still feels unnatural to say. I used to say raccoon. You know, all together, raccoon. And people didn't like it when I said that, so I had to train myself to say it another way. But we have Jimothy. The Procyonidae, or more commonly known as the raccoon. I guess we have like 5 more minutes. Let's do a quick my own bubble letters that I'm not looking at. not looking at Pinterest. Oh my god. My hand. It's so tiny. Oh, I should have done this on another layer. It's not too late. Because I might have to reshape the raccoon part. I feel like I'm racing against the clock now. How should we do? That needs to be, yeah, like that. There's 2 C's in raccoon, right? Two C's and 2 O's. I'm like, I don't know why I'm like so tensed up right now. I'm like, I gotta spell raccoon right. Let's see. Yeah, Raccoon. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we got. There we go. That's him. That's our boy. Jimothy. I almost said Timothy. He would have been so mad at me. Who you calling Jimothy? Or Timothy, see? It's Jimothy. Oops. Oops. Come on now. Yeah, that looks better. All right, and here we go. That's our boy Jimothy. I don't know what to say. I think I set out. I think I did the thing that I set out to do. I didn't have a plan before, if you can't tell, and I picked the first picture I could find of Jimothy, and I drew him a little bit. And I don't know if this counts as practicing, but I mean the fact that I actually drew something is practice in itself, right? It doesn't have to be good. It just has to be done. And I think that's about time. That's good time to wrap up. It just hit 7 o'clock. So, hey, if you haven't heard it today, I love you. And if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening. Wait. I gotta finish Hoth tomorrow. I forgot to do it. I forgot to say what we're gonna do tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna do Hoth. We're gonna finish Star Wars Battlefront, and then we're going into Knights of the Old Republic, and then We're going to be choosing what side of the forest we're going to be doing, and also everything that comes with Knights of the Old Republic. I have plenty of time to figure out extra stuff to do while we're playing that game. So, sorry, I didn't do my intro. I already said love you. If I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.